Okay, and what we see at the bottom there is a residue of all the heavy chemicals that are found in our tap water. In there's probably a concoction of fluoride, chlorine, bromide, there's probably even arsenic in there, and also the rust oxidation from the pipes could also be in there. All these things that we've been drinking straight from our city water, from our tap water. Okay, we're going to run a distillation process with this water distiller that I recently purchased. Okay, first of all, as you can see, it's pretty clean inside. There's nothing in there. It's nice and clean stainless steel, pure stainless steel. Take it over, we're going to fill it up to the full line. If you notice the full line over there, that's the full line of purified water that I've got on that side. Okay, we filled up the tank to the full level. Now we're going to put the cooling coil on the top, and we're going to run a 4-hour distillation process. So we cover it up, okay, we connect this up, okay, it goes through here, and it goes through like a lot of coils that cools the vapor, and then liquid brings it back to a liquid again in terms of the distilled water that's going to come out. So we put the cap on, we plug the cap into its own little socket at the back, we put it in a nice position here, a little bit of airflow next to the window, and make sure we position the collecting jar right under there, because it's going to drip, drip, drip as it starts. As we said, it's a 4-hour cycle. Make sure you've got a bit of space on each side. So it's just full, so it's going to make one full level. It's about like 4 liters or about a gallon. So, ready? We switch on the button. The water at the moment is boiling, okay? It's going to start boiling, and then as it boils, it turns in from a liquid into a vapor, into a gas, and it rises up and connects into the storage tank on the top here, which consists of a whole lot of cooling coils. As it goes through circular cooling coils, the vapor goes through that and then comes out at the bottom here at the outlet and drips into our collecting jar. Carbon filter, which is used to further purify our water by removing VOCs, or volatile organic compounds. Those are small little elements that escape the evaporation process, but they still get caught in the actual carbon filter, so we're taking them out as well to further purify our water. So here we are replacing this one. Okay, this is the old one. It's been in there for about 3 months. You should replace them every 3 months. So here's a new one. Open this one up, and then we take off this red seal here. So the date today is the 18th of September, so the next one would be replaced around the 18th of December. So we put it in there. There we go, and now we're good to go for another 3 months. This is tap water from the tap. This is called a TDS meter, total dissolved solids. This measures how many dissolved solids are in water that you can't see with your naked eye, but they're dissolved, total dissolved solid. I'll switch this on, and as you can see, it's got a 0 reading, 0 parts per million, 000. Mm-hmm. I'll stick this in the water, tap water, and you'll see how many parts per million we find. Let me just get the reading now. Hang on, just give me a sec. What we got there? 100 parts per million. Do you see that? 100 parts per million. Right. Now we'll do an experiment with distilled water and see how many parts per million we get in distilled water. We're going to get another cup here. This is the distilled water. Put that in there. Right. So we clear the meter, go back to 0. So you can see we're back on 0. We put the meter into the distilled water and see how many total dissolved solids we've got in parts per million. Stick it in, press the button. What do we get there? 2 parts per million, as compared to 100 parts per million in tap water. So you can see all this here are those that have been removed by the distillation process that would be circulating through your body had you been drinking that water. Okay, boiling water is not the same as distilling water. what you're doing in effect when you're boiling water, all you're really doing is you're killing off the microorganisms, all the bacteria and the viruses, but you're still leaving behind the heavy metals in terms of the chlorine and other chemicals like boron, chlorine, fluoride, and many, many other chemicals, including even pesticides that are currently in our water supplies, that will still remain at the bottom and that you would probably ingest by drinking the boiling water, thinking that you're drinking more pure water than normal tap water. So, as I said before, all you're really doing is just killing off the microorganisms in terms of bacteria and the viruses.